Hello, everyone. Thank you for clicking on my presentation. My name is Zheng Li, and I'm a senior student studying strategic communication. For today's June journalism presentation, my footage is related to the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia. There's a lot of footage of the war, and the example today I'm going to talk about is one of the June footage of the siege of Mariupol used by both the Guardian News and the CNN. And now we are going to look at how the Guardian handled the footage first. Originally, this video has no sound and no captions, and it was not created by the Guardian News, but released on Twitter by Ukraine National Guard Special Unit, also known as Azov, on March 22nd. It shows Mariupol in ruin from a high altitude. In this video, we can see a broad view of the city and a huge devastation of the neighborhoods, roads, and other landscapes. So the reason I choose this example is that compared to other footage that I have found, this one has a more clear vision of the city. Many drone footage of the war in Ukraine has been covered with heavy smoke and explosion. So from this footage, we can see a city that in the room clearly. Second, we can tell this video was taken at a higher latitude and it captures a very broad view of the city and tell how massive the devastation is. Moreover, it has a lot of details such as neighborhoods, roads, seashore, and landscapes. We might also see there is a smoke coming from the ground in the upper left corner near the end of the video, which is like telling people the war is still going on. For the last one, I think it applies to all June footage of the war, add on news values. So journalists can use this footage to investigate the area thoroughly without stepping into the war zone and show the war to the audience from a very different perspective. So speaking of the bad elements, the first thing I would like to mention is the unsmooth transition on the camera. In the video, when the camera is turning left or right, it isn't very smooth. We totally understand it's this video was not created by the professional, probably not the professional newsroom stuffs. The second one is like related to the Guardian, but at first I would say Guardian did a good job in keeping the video as a no sound as the original one. So when the CNN is using the same footage, they did a little bit different. Now we are going to check out how the CNN handled the same footage. So this is the same footage, and as you might notice, CNN added a piece of music to the video, and we all learned it's not recommended in the journalism ethics code, as we learned like last week, because it could add an editorial tone. However, I think one thing the Guardian can learn from the CNN is adding some background information, like these captions on the bottom of the video. So I wasn't sure if that's appropriate, but as a viewer of this footage, it helps me understand the situation. So that concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time of watching it, and I would really appreciate if you could leave a comment or feedback on YouTube or in the reply to my comments post. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.